Well, here we are. We're actually in Tewkesbury, right outside the Methodist church, which is just over there. And right, if I turn around here, you can see, I suppose in a sense, it's the main part of the square, even though it is round. And you can tell, you get the sense that it really is a medieval city. There's no doubt about that. All these old buildings that you see, like this one over there, which are pretty good. The thing is, you really should, when you're going for a look around all these different places, you should really go down these, especially when it's medieval. You have lots of little lanes to come. Let's take a look at this tavern, Cross House Tavern. Isn't it amazing? Oh, you can definitely feel the history. Well, I happen to be outside Tewkesbury Abbey now. Doors open, so let's go have a look. Well, apparently the Abbey is actually open, so this is really, really good news, isn't it? So such an amazing building, such an amazing structure. I can actually imagine that it would make a really, really good film set, because a few years ago, as you know, I do a bit of the acting and done quite a bit of extra work. I was doing a film called I think it's The Dark Knight or something like that. Or no, not Dark Knight. But I can't remember. It was with Richard Gere and Sean Connery as well. It was a flop. And First Night, that's what it was. First Night. And it actually flopped at the cinemas. Big flop. But it was good doing that. But this sort of reminds me of one of the scenes that we did. I was one of the knights, one of the scenes that we did. But it was pretty much, it wasn't real. They built a whole castle, would you imagine? You don't really check it up on the internet, I feel sure that you can. They just built a whole castle set, you know, and the only thing I didn't seem to think was the way that the windows were in it. They didn't really have those kind of windows way back when. But yeah, it was still fun to do it, and I did get quite close to Richard Gere and the world famous Sean Connery as well at some point, so it was good. So anyway, let's have a bit more of a look around. That was absolutely amazing. That was the ceilings are very high, of course they would be. So I understand, I'm led to believe by a sign there is a tea room here somewhere. So I'm going to pop in for a cup of tea. That's if it's still open. Turned out that the tea room was shut, but not to worry. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And the one thing you'll find as well, that is actually, apart from a lot of bed and breakfast, there's a lot of these sort of little, you've got the old Baptist chapel that's down there, through these like little alleyways and things that were quite popular and obviously around a lot in the medieval times. So let's go and have a look. So here we are, an old medieval burial ground. And there's houses right next to it. So you've got a house on this side, you've got houses, you've got a house on that side as well. And I have to be perfectly honest with you, I'd be fine with that. It wouldn't bother me living next to a burial ground, because once the people are dead, you're dead pretty much, aren't you? It's just bones, so there's nothing to fear. But yeah, there you go. There's another one that's that looks really old, about 1557, but very nice little lanes and things to walk down and check. Something in theory you could actually miss them if you're walking too fast, but in the sort of medieval times, that's what they had. The houses were very close together, and you had to watch the windows so you didn't get any stuff thrown out onto the street at you. So it was very interesting though. So no, I'm thinking now would be nice to just rent somewhere for a couple of weeks and stay in a place like this, just in a house, renting a country cottage or a very old cottage just for even just a week or so would be nice, just to get the feel for the area and what it's like. Well, it's a bit of a shame now. The weather's started to draw in a bit. The rain is coming. Oh look, this nail bar, pick a colour. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day. Going to see if I can try and find an Indian restaurant that's open on the way back to the hotel. I might be lucky, I might not, but it's a very interesting place. Very nice place, Tewkesbury. There will be more, I should think, definitely.